All right, today's lab is going to deal with antacid tablets. That's these things right here. They come in a box. Let's see if we can get it on there. I don't know. Antacid pain relief from Walgreens is where I got it. Their main brand is called Alka-Seltzer. You may have seen commercials for it. People take these because we have acids in our stomach. So antacid tablets have a chemical reaction when they hit water. And we're going to watch that chemical reaction today. Now we have three things of water. We have this one, which is ice water, this one, which is room temperature water, and then we have nice hot water right here. And I have a thermometer that I'm going to stick in and read the temperature so that we can see the difference. So our ice water is going down here pretty quickly. We're into the 30s and it's reading at about 39 degrees. So let's go over to the room temperature water. And room temperature water is at 76 degrees. And then our hot water. Wow, our hot water is pretty hot here. It is 152 degrees. So we've got a pretty good variation, about 39, about 74, and now it's all the way up to 155. So we know that these are quite drastically different from one another. We're going to put the antacid tablets in at the same time, and we are going to figure out how temperature plays a role in the chemical reaction. So is it going to make a change? Are they all going to have the same chemical reaction? These little discs, they kind of look like a little piece of flat candy. They don't taste like candy, trust me. These are pretty gosh awful. And when they go in, they do kind of smell like Sprite, but once again, they don't really taste like Sprite. But antacid tablets are there for people that get upset stomachs. You can put this in water, the chemical reaction happens quickly, then you drink it, and it helps to settle your stomach. They also have just antacid pills that some people just chew and swallow, and they make those in more pleasant flavors than this. That's just my humble opinion, having taken these in the past. So we're going to drop all of these in and watch them fizzle. And we're going to try to see which one is done fizzing first. So let's see if we've got, this is our hot one here. Oh, the hot one is already melted completely. The middle one is still going. We've got barely any left. And I don't know if you can see this one, but see if I can bring it over to the surface. This cold one is still, the antacid tablet is still there. It's not even done melting yet. So in just a couple of seconds, the hot one was done immediately. The hot temperature, I mean, it really didn't even start bubbling much. It just melted so quickly. And then the middle one is still bubbling, but there's no signs of the antacid tablet. And then our coldest one, well, that tablet is still there. So what we should notice from this chemical reaction is that it actually is important to have the right temperature for the chemical reaction. If we have it too hot, like in this one that was 155 degrees to start with, the chemical reaction takes place, but it happens so quickly that things could go wrong. Plus, we don't really want to drink this if we have an upset stomach, something that is that hot. If we are drinking something that's very cold, well, the antacid tablet still isn't dissolved, number one. So if I have an upset stomach, I certainly don't want this cold water. Plus, cold probably wouldn't feel real good on an upset stomach. So on this case, where we still have some bubbles, in our room temperature water would be the best thing. So that takes to the question of what is the best temperature for a chemical reaction. And really the best temperature for a chemical reaction, let's bring you up here to Mrs. Howard. The best temperature for, oh, where is Mrs. Howard at? The best temperature for a chemical reaction is going to be a warmer temperature, but too hot is not good. So the rule of Goldilocks, this one is too hot, this one is too cold, and this one is just right. So like most things in life, we want things to be just right. If we need it to happen quickly, we're going to use something very warm. If we need it to happen slowly, we're going to use something very cold. But most of the time, we want things right about room temperature. Certainly wouldn't want to drink scalding hot water or freezing cold water with an upset stomach. So the antacid tablet, it's still in there. There's a little chunk of it still going on in there. Not good.